I'm the cameraman.
All right. So, my speech today is about becoming a vegetarian. Become a vegetarian today and live tomorrow. If a slaughterhouse had glass walls, I'm pretty sure all of you would become vegetarians. Imagine being home, casually just home, like how we are now, being captured, killed, tortured, and skinned alive for someone else's pleasure, for their hunger, for their satisfaction. Well, that happens to animals all over the world every day. People who eat meat have a higher risk of getting life-threatening diseases. They affect the world as well. A lot of things with meat comes at a high price. If you stop eating meat, you eliminate the risk of colon cancer for one. It's actually been documented in several large studies, including nurse health studies, that is a direct link to colon cancer. Research by Europeans there was a research by Europeans. It tracked 478,000 men and women of all ages and races and sizes for about 5 years. And 1,300 of those people were diagnosed with colon cancer, and the people that were diagnosed were the people that had the highest consumption of red meats. Isn't that crazy? So that's a direct link to colon cancer. Other studies as well that focus on high meat consumption and colon cancer reveal that having a high meat consumption increases your risk by 28%. Furthermore, a vegan diet lowers that risk of heart disease as well. So I'm pretty sure you all know, I'm pretty sure you all heard of it. Red meat it's a direct cause to heart disease. But if you're a vegan, it lowers your chances of getting such. Furthermore, there's another study done as well. It recruited 6,000 vegans and 5,000 non-vegans in the UK and tracked those people for about 12 years as well. And the outcome concluded that the heart disease was 26% lower in vegans. So you see how those rates are going, they're altercating? Mm-hmm. Furthermore, veganism combats world hunger. Seems crazy, right? Vegans, world hunger, how does that connect? I'll go ahead and tell you. Over 10 pounds of plant protein is used to produce 1 pound of beef protein. So let's say if these actual grains were used to feed the humans instead of animals, we would have more food readily available for the people that's in world hunger, which would have been 925 million people at that. So by everyone becoming a vegan, we can lower the actual world poverty as well as the world hunger, because there's millions of people in world hunger right now as we're speaking. And the crazy thing is, the majority of the food is being used for our agricultural livestock. It's not being used for us humans. It's being used for those actual livestock that feeds us humans. So it's really like a chain reaction to that. 83% of the Americans' farmland is being used to raise animals. 83% of the world for animals. Because we want to eat meat. That's going to give us heart disease. That's going to give us colon cancer. All of these things are factors, so why do we want it?
Because it tastes good.
Grazing livestock has been a factor in listing of 171 species under Endangered Species Act as stated by the USDA. So us eating these meats and having these actual animals on our farmlands, it causes deforestation to the world as well. Cutting down all of our trees, causing desertation as well. They're overgrazing the land. Do you know one cow burp, it affects the world as well? A cow's burp is a green gas emission as well, because it's so toxic and all those chemicals that they're putting into the food to actually feed the cows and pigs as well. So all of this, it's a long list of things that affects us as humans. So why would you want to be a meat eater? Why would you want to be a carnivore? I would say that you guys, just hear me out. When it comes to eating meat, gradually moving over to vegan, it won't be an overnight process, of course. One factor, you can start with substitution, meatless substitutes such as tofu or Morningstar. They have Morningstar beef. It's not really beef, but it tastes and looks just like it. And it won't cost you your health. It won't cost you heart disease, and it won't cause you colon cancer. And at that, you want to have the willingness to move forward and to go ahead and do so. It's all about the willingness and your reason. You want to have a good reason to actually become a vegan as well. Not because I want you to, but because you want to. You want to. So we all must think about that as well. So let's say everyone in the world becomes vegan. Everyone, rather it be a pescopolitarian. Pescopolitarian means you don't eat chicken and meat. And just to let you know, chicken and fish is not a direct link to colon cancer. It's been proven. Only red meats. So chicken, you could become a pescopolitarian or even a lacto-ovitarian. That means that you only eat dairy products. So you eat things that come from the cows and chickens, but you don't actually eat the meat. So that's a choice that you can choose. Or you can go completely vegan. No, nothing meat or nothing that comes from meat. So literally just veggies and fruits. And of course substitutes. So let's say everyone in the world started to become rather one of those three. It's been stated as a hypothetically 14.5 of the greenhouse emissions have been due to agricultural livestock. So if everyone in the world were to turn vegan, by 2050, 70% of the world emission would drop. 70%. That can take a step back to global warming. That can take a step back to climate change and all. That can affect the world in a positive way. And if everyone was to turn vegan by 2050, the death rate would drop by 7 million people. That's the size of Washington State. It would drop tremendously, which is a great thing. So, becoming vegan, it is a life-changing decision, but it's a life-changing decision for the better. It'll affect your health in a positive way. It'll affect the earth in a positive way. It'll affect everyone in a positive way. It'll alleviate world hunger. It'll drop the actual rates of having colon or gallstones or even heart disease. But as stated, it's not going to happen overnight, So just a few tips that you can do. Just to, start that process, put your best foot forward. You could purchase a book, tell you the benefits of becoming vegan. You can even do meal prep. Try meal prep for a week and see how you feel about it. Or try your best recipe. Let's say you like spaghetti and meatballs, if that's your favorite food. Try a meatless substitute and see how it works out for you. It's all about your willingness to go ahead and try. Okay? So now, when it comes to vegan, whenever you guys do go ahead and go to the store or go out to lunch with your best gals and girlfriends, what are you going to go ahead and decide to pick up?
Fish.
That was the end. Did you end it? Daddy, did you end it?
That is so fun in my eye.
I'm done.